Hi Aries, this is Mary Ellen coming to you from Rise Cottage for your August 2017 Soul Tarot reading. The readings have been very, very deep, I believe, because we are headed into the eclipse, and a lot of really beautiful, mystical unfoldings have happened here in the last several weeks. And as I've been doing the readings this week, the energy has been deepening for me as I go deeper through the experience of channeling the messages for the readings. And so, like many of the other readings, this reading is going to be in two parts. Spirit says, at minimum. That's interesting. So, this is part one. There will be a meditation for 15 or 20 minutes. If you don't want to participate, that's fine. You can skip ahead to part two, and the tarot card reading will come out at that point. When I began to contemplate the reading, and the messages started coming through for Aries, I began to have flashbacks of memories of some travel that I did in Southeast Asia in the mid-1980s. I went off to Nepal, somewhat intent on having that proverbial experience of going to the mountaintop. I was at the beginning of my initiation process, having just made a commitment, hadn't had an initiation ceremony, but I stepped onto the path, and I went to live in an ashram, and I stayed there for, a couple of years, I think. And then, through the unfolding of that adventure, found myself on an airplane flying into Kathmandu with the intention of going to Potala in Tibet. It's the sacred home of the Dalai Lama and Tibetan Buddhism. In order to stay there, the plan was I was going to stay there for maybe 6 months if they would allow it, and have the experience. And I was frightened and excited and not sure about much in those days, other than I knew that there was some energy coming through me, and I was trying to figure it out. And I knew that it was vibrationally based, and so I kept sort of stumbling across experiences that put me on the vibration pathway. And eventually, if you want some more info about that, you can go check out the Virgo reading for this month. I tell a little bit about that. So I'm a Virgo with Aries rising, and I understand the Aries energy. It's interesting. Spirit wants me to talk. Stop talking. It's getting darker in here. Anyways, I just wanted to start you off with this image. And move on to that image. I'm going to play some music. So get yourself in a comfortable position. You can pause the video and go take care of nature. And if you want to lie down, you can. You can sit in a lotus position. You can sit in a comfy chair. You're welcome to stare into this image or to close your eyes. This music is very profound. It is the Tibetan chanting, and when we come near the end of the music, you'll hear my voice, and I will guide you back into a place of awakening in order for the messages to come out. It's important to come out of that state very slowly. This does affect your brain waves, so if possible, stay very, very still. Allow yourself to ride the vibration of the music. Breathe very gently, and when thoughts come, just let them go. And return your attention to your breath and the vibration. And I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Welcome back. Before I jump into the reading, I want everyone to know that there is an informational video on the playlist with instructions about how to book a reading, some information about the live streaming, and about a trip I'm going to be taking in the middle of September. I'm going to be traveling to Ireland for the next part of my journey as I continue to explore the sacred sites of the world. And while I'm there, I'm going to be available for private readings. So if you are in that region and you'd like a reading, let me know. You can find my email in the description box below every video on my channel. Just scroll down a little bit and click on Show More, and the box will open. I was getting ready to do this reading, Spirit kept telling me, have a fire ceremony. And I thought, well, that's kind of an involved thing. I'm not sure that I have time for that because I'm trying to get the readings out. And the message just kept coming. And at the same time, I started having these memories of my journey to Nepal and all the astounding things that, again, I just was so privileged. The meetings that I had and the things that I was lucky enough to experience while I was there. And then I started having thoughts about the palace and the fact that it sits empty at this point, and about the impermanence of life and the ways in which the energy flows into us and through us. And Spirit started channeling some messages through about it's interesting. It doesn't Spirit saying, even when you think you are not home, you are there. And I think that's, these images and these thoughts that are coming about Potala and some of the inspiration that comes out of the Tibetan Buddhist traditions about the nature of impermanence and the spiral of life, which these Celtic wisdom cards talk about a lot. So I'm just going to scroll in on this image just a little bit one more time. If I can get the thingy thing to work. So Spirit says that this image is what the message is going to be about as it relates to the deepest aspect of you. Actually, I'm going to switch a light on. That's better. So I'm going to leave the music running softly in the background. I hope that does what I want it to do, which is just to provide some vibration for this reading. So like everybody else, Aries, you're going deep. And the cards haven't even started coming out. But given the nature of this introduction and this ceremony, I know where it's going. I've been there, and so have a lot of you. So, I'm going to gently move this aside. Put it there for a moment. And Spirit's asking that you be patient with the silences. Let yourself fold into the image. And Spirit says, understand yourself in this way. All this energy, all the stories of life, all the things that occur, all the mysteries, all your questions, all your challenges swirl around. And here we stand in the middle, having our spirit journey, finding our way to the center of our beings.